Spotify buys naming rights on FC Barcelona's massive stadium. Camp Nou will be rebranded as Spotify Camp Nou. Ooh, Spotify spending cash again.
That's a cool stadium.
They're like, you thought that Rogan money was big? They're like, we got stadium money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Mo, you know anything about stadium money?
I have no idea what this costs.
No, don't scroll yet, Will. Because Mo's going to take a crack. Because Mo likes to take a crack. He's the money man, Mr. Investor.
All right.
Wall Street, Crypto Street.
So it's in the billions.
Mo is known in the community to be incredibly accurate when it comes to numbers. Absolutely ridiculous predictions. I mean, he's never let anyone down.
Yeah. What was it? I guessed 100 million for.
I don't remember that, Mo.
You're right. I'm gonna guess it's definitely in the billions, and I don't know. This seems crazy, but I'm gonna say 15.
$15 billion?
Yep. That's my guess.
This guy is out of his mind.
Nope. That's the guess.
This guy is even better at this job than I thought.
What?
How entertaining is that? 310 million. You are nuts. Well,
no, we were pretty close there.
If you know anything about zeros, you rented a Billy Town on a name. 15 billion?
It is a nice little.
No, it's expensive,
place.
but it's an expensive thing. The reference point I had was the Crypto.com Staples Center.
Oh,
I knew it was in the hundreds of millions. So I was having fun watching you go way overboard. I think
1,000 billion trillion.
I think what it was is you had apprehension because you must have underguessed in the past.
Well, that's what happened with the Chelsea.
You underguessed on Chelsea
by so much.
But
Chelsea, I guess,
but Chelsea, the whole team was listed at $3 billion. Yeah. So how is the name of a building $15 billion?
Well, I'm assuming the cost of building this building.
No, they don't build the building; they just get the naming rights.
Oh, but then why is this not a real picture? Why is the picture a CG? This looks like a.
That's what the sign will look like.
Okay, but those aren't real people there. This looks like somebody's designed this. That this is what the building's gonna look like. Anyways, I had the question wrong in my head. It still doesn't make it much better.
Well, Spotify can't be owning. They can't be. That would be too risky, right?
Right. Yeah.
They would be owning the team or the building at that point. Mm-hmm. Possibly the team. You're spending $15 billion. You could buy anything. You could buy any sports franchise. Mm-hmm. I don't think Spotify even really wants to be in that business.
But you were thinking how much the stadium actually costs
to build.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought the story was, but it's just they're buying the name.
How much would it cost?
Not $15 billion.
Yeah, it's still not a good answer.
Not $15 billion.
Maybe 100. 3 or 4.
I was gonna say high hundreds of millions. I think $1 billion would be a lot for any stadium.
Mm-hmm. Oh right.
But you can look it up. I mean, you could say world's most expensive stadium. I know the one in Texas. The football stadium in Texas was built relatively recently, and it was kind of. Well, I'm sure if you can find the value, you just have to not be in Google Images. 1.7 billion. There you go.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, so we hit the billions.
Euros.
But I said
low billions, I guess.
Yeah.
And it depends when it was built. So this was what?
Had a couple renovations.
Is it adjusted for inflation, or are they talking about what they did in 2018? Or are they talking about the value?
Hit the 15 more rows.
Well, it's very interesting here.
Whoa.
They must be talking about like total construction cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's more than I thought. I thought it was going to be high hundreds of millions or low billions. This is almost $2 billion for this building.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing still. But even there, Mo's math, we could have how many of these buildings? But it doesn't change the fact that that these are large numbers.
Yes.
Nonetheless. And they definitely... Oh, there. Somebody just said SoFi Super Bowl Stadium was $6 billion in LA.
Whoa.
So that's pretty amazing if that's actually the case. Will feels like we need to get to the bottom of it.
I need to look at how cool this thing is.
This is where the Super Bowl was. It's very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's very, I mean,
Whoa.
it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
What's SoFi?
I think it's crypto.
It's crypto.
No, I don't know. Look it up. I don't actually even know what it is. It's some startup.
Personal finance.
Yeah, of course it is. I wasn't far off with the crypto. The revenue is $984.9 million. So see, even there, the naming brand on the building is nowhere near the construction cost of the building because the company's not even doesn't even have revenue close to the cost of the building, SoFi Stadium. So the building's $6 billion and the company's revenue isn't even $1 billion that has their name on it. Mm. Same thing goes for Spotify. Like what would be, like we are in the weeds right now. But anyways, the point is Spotify's putting their name on it and it's going to do a lot to elevate the brand. The brand is obviously already enormous and they want to be associated with other brands which have big followings. In this case, it'll be FC Barcelona by having the name on the building. I don't know if people care. Some people get really upset with having the brand names on the buildings, especially when they change. Like here, you had Air Canada Centre, which is now Scotiabank Centre, but people still call it Air Canada or the Scotiabank Arena. People will still call it Air Canada. People will still call the baseball stadium Skydome because we just grew up with it.
Cool name.
And nobody wants to say, and it didn't have a brand in it. Once upon a time, you didn't have the brand naming things, and it used to be a topic of conversation if people liked it or not. But now everything has it, so people don't really bother arguing about it. Somebody in the chat, thank you very much, says Spotify will also be on their kits. So it'll be on their uniforms as well. So that's another
like a little logo
perk that you get from it.